Hey everyone, I'm Diana. I'm a three-time startup PM and I've now co-founded my own startup, and I follow a lot of B2B SaaS companies so that you don't have to. Hey everyone, today I'm covering this product called Copy.ai. I actually covered their competitor Jasper a couple weeks ago, but I wanted to cover Copy.ai because they have been blowing up my LinkedIn feed recently with this post about their new AI cold email sales generator. So here's that post that they had around how they crossed 82,000 signups in the last 72 hours with their AI cold email generator. Well, I got to look at this. The other reason why I think this is interesting is because our product Correlated actually helps sales reps and growth people figure out how to reach out to people. So it's very much related to emails. So I did want to check this out. So if you look at their website, they actually have really great and clear positioning, in my personal opinion. Say goodbye to the blank page for good. So their value prop is, how do you get rid of this blank page? It's emotional, it's quirky, it's brand, it's like super on brand. So I really liked that. And then here you can tell that whoever made their website just like knows how to prioritize. There are just 3 clear use cases for 3 different personas. There's none of that like 9 to 12 tiles about all the amazing things you can do with a product. There's just really clear focus. So I love that overall positioning. It's great. Now, once you scroll down to the bottom, they do have the tiles with all the different things that you can do with their product. But at least on the top, they're at least filtering down, here are the top 3 things that you should know. And then they give you more information later on. So the one thing I did notice about the Copy.ai website that I thought was particularly interesting is that they actually show you how it works directly on the homepage, which I think is really useful for early stage products. So like, let's say that you just started out like last year, people don't know who you are, they don't know what you do. So like you have this entire section about how it works. I think once you start growing up as a company and people start recognizing your brand and they know what category you sit in, that's no longer as necessary. Copy.ai is probably right at the cusp of not needing this how it works section because, I mean, this space is blowing up like crazy. So people know what to expect from a generative AI product at this point. So this probably doesn't need to be here forever, but the more clarity, the better. So what I wanted to focus on today is actually this LinkedIn post. And what is this AI cold email generator? So I went ahead and tried this out. So if you click this link on this post, it takes you directly to the generator for cold emails. Now I did check their terms of service and they have this weird clause about not using any of the like frames in their product for anything. So I didn't want to get in trouble, but I went ahead and just tried this myself. And I'll be back in a minute after I've tried it to tell you what I thought. Okay, so I went ahead and tried their cold email generator, and it was actually very cool. What you do is you get the LinkedIn profile of someone you're interested in cold prospecting into. In this case, I used myself, and then you type in some information about like what you're trying to prospect about, like your company, and then it helps you generate a cold email. So overall, I actually thought that the main benefit of Copy.ai is exactly what they say on their homepage. Like they help you get rid of that blank page problem. Like you're not going to be able to replace your SDRs with this quite yet, keyword yet, but at least you're able to kickstart your idea generation about how would I even go about writing a cold email to try to attract this prospect. Now, the reason why I say yet is because it looks like Copy.ai uses like OpenAI. So they're probably using something like GPT-3. And I think once GPT-4 comes out, there's going to be a huge change in like the quality of all of these results. So of course, I totally expect these results to get better over time. So onto the actual email itself, there's a huge time savings in not having to go through someone's profile and pull out where they worked. However, you'll notice here where GPT-3 and some of these generative AI models struggle with is they just really don't know what good is. So they can generate something that sounds right and is grammatically correct, but it might not be good. So in this particular example, it listed out every single company that I've ever worked at. And that's like kind of too much. But as kind of a sales rep, if I were writing a cold email, I would go ahead and update this. But if you look at everything else it generated, it's actually pretty amazing. Like, I'm sure you understand the challenges of driving conversions, expansions, and reducing churn. I probably wouldn't have written that. And this question I really love. What if there was a way to leverage machine learning models to identify the best accounts and users to reach out to throughout the entire customer lifecycle? I don't know. That would be amazing. So anyway, I totally think that there's some magic going on here. But overall, I think this is super cool. You should definitely check it out. The two products that I think are getting the most traction right now in this space are definitely Jasper and Copy.ai. So I would either try Copy.ai or Jasper. I haven't dug in enough on either of them to know really like what the difference is. But overall, yeah, like I think this is a really, really fun space to kind of start looking into. I think it's going to be the next big thing. So yeah, that's it for today. So I know it's hard to stay up to date with all the new SaaS products that are coming out literally every day. So I have a playlist that goes through all of the SaaS products that come through my feed that I think are interesting to kind of take a look at. So if you're interested in that or you think that would be helpful, go ahead and either click the subscribe button or check out that playlist.